We do love you, Leeds. Hello, welcome back to Imagine Not Being Leeds. I am joined today by Nolan and Gary from PompeyInitMush, a Portsmouth fan channel, for this opposition preview. I'm really glad you're here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me.
Pleasure, mate. Pleasure.
Quality. Really looking forward to the game on the weekend. Fond memories. I say fond memories from the opening day. I was there at Ellen Road for the 3-3 draw. I sort of like to touch on that as a bit of a starting point. Cast your memories back to that opening day. You just come up from League One, bit of a free hit going away to Welland Road.
It was
ended 3-3. Yeah, great performance by you guys on that opening day.
It was a cracking day, wasn't it? It really was. You enjoyed it.
Yeah, probably one of the better away days we'll see this season.
I think we played you at the right time for us.
Yeah,
I think if we played you now, you'd have probably done what you did to Cardiff to us.
I'm not too
sure. Opening day, anything can happen opening day, as we proved. So
yeah, did you two go to it or?
Yeah. We've not missed one yet. So
have you not? Home and away, brilliant.
No. Yeah,
that's cracking.
We've missed two.
Oxford. Oh, you missed Blackburn.
I've missed Blackburn, and we've both missed Oxford.
Yeah.
No, fair play. I don't get to any away games. It's so hard to get tickets for us Leeds fans. So just every home game for me, unfortunately. But it's all I can do. But yeah, it was a great game. That I remember thinking, bit of a banana skin, playing a newly promoted side on the opening day. You never know how they're gonna fare. And I thought you were really, really good. Obviously, we'll touch into your form now and what you expect at the weekend. But just that sort of mentality where it's just go for it. And it was an open game. We haven't tended to play too many games like that this season. It went end to end that game opening day, and you were great value for a draw. I mean, we pulled it back in the dying minutes, and then we almost got a winner. The one for Brendan Harrison missing a sitter. But as Leeds fans, it's not something we tend to be happy with a point at Ellen Road, as you can imagine. So we were gutted on opening day. It was a massive shock to the system, but I think, as you've seen, Leeds have sort of been pretty good since that.
How did you all see it at the end of that day? Did you come out really gutted, or were you like, wow, we got away with one, or how did you see it at the end?
I think when you it was a weird one, wasn't it? Because we snatched it back, in 95th minute, but then we also missed a sitter to win it, so it was a bit of a strange one. I mean, when you've been beaten in playoff final the year before and you played a newly promoted side, we expected 3 points at Ellen Road, obviously, but I think we were all in agreement that you were value for your point 100%, and you deserved it. And I think there's been a couple of sides. Watford have been good at Ellen Road this season, but I'd say Portsmouth on the opening day were probably one of the best sides, one of the best entertaining we've seen at Ellen Road even up till now. So it would credit to you guys on the opening day, and say you've had a good season, really, haven't you? Really, I think so anyway.
Yeah, definitely. I would say obviously getting hammered away from home was a regular, but I mean it just made a day out and it made the season.
No, I think it's been good. I think it's what we expected. I think we've expected a couple of 6-1s, 5-1s, but not at Stoke and West Brom, probably more at Leeds and Sheffield United, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. I mean, what were your ambitions this season? Was it just stay up, or did you have loftier ambitions looking at what Ipswich did the year before?
Fourth bottom.
Is that what you? Yeah.
I predicted 15th, I think, at the start of the season. When we got promoted, I was like, I think I got 8th or 15th, but just surviving would be happy with me.
Fourth bottom for me, definitely.
Yeah, that's what we've all said. Obviously, maybe we might be looking a bit too far in front, but obviously you start thinking of like Premier League as a Leeds fan at the minute. We've all said same. If and when we go up, hopefully, we've all said you just take that last survival spot, wouldn't you? As a newly promoted side, nobody expects to do what Ipswich did last year, which was a bit of a crazy one. But I mean, your home form has been outstanding. I mean, I've seen a lot of banter online saying you won't win when you come to Fratton Park, and it's only been delving in the last couple of days looking at your actual form. I mean, it's bloody great form. That was it. 1 loss in last 11 at home or something. 8 wins in last. It's crazy form, that, guys.
Yeah, it is. Although we've got a lot of injuries at the moment, so.
Oh, really?
I think if we got a result last week at Luton, everyone would have said, "Oh, it's a free hit Sunday," expecting Leeds how good they are.
Yeah.
But then we're sort of going there open-minded, aren't we?
I think
could we get something?
You'd hope.
Yeah, but the injury crisis for us is just deflated us really.
How bad is it?
4 centre halves out. So, yeah,
and our main number
Callum
10.
Lang's out.
I was going to ask you about him because he's a top scorer, isn't he? With 10 goals, he scored 2 at Ellen Road, didn't he? He was a really good player that day.
Yeah, he is. quality player.
Yeah.
But he's out for the season.
Oh no.
Aidan Matthews, Rob Atkinson out for the season.
Yeah.
2 centre backs that we've.
I mean,
needed.
we signed Aidan Matthews from Australia, a month ago?
January,
and he's like, 20, 21?
Something like that.
And you're like, God, who's this rookie kid, coming into the Championship in Australia? And already we're thinking, oh my God, Aidan Matthews is missing. He's been that good since he's come in. So
good. I mean, you've got an 8-point buffer, I think, over relegation. That's probably it's a decent gap, I'd say. Oh, especially if you've got injuries. I mean, if that had been tighter, you'd have been panicking a bit more. But surely, I mean, are you looking over your shoulder, or are you fairly confident where you are right now?
I'm looking over my shoulder. What about you?
I'm quite confident. I think there's games that we can definitely get results from, home and away. But
I'm confident.
It's not over till it's over.
No, I'm confident, but I'm looking over my shoulder.
I mean, obviously, Leeds coming to town. I don't think you'll be expecting to win. I mean, you could win. I mean, a lot of Leeds fans are probably predicting you to get some out of this game. We're very nervous about this game as a fan base. Very nervous. Yeah, our away form has been pretty good of late, but over the course of the season, I think we've only lost 2 away from home, but we've drawn 7. It's probably the reason why we aren't 10, 12 points in front of Sheffield United. It's that away form being very, very nervy for us. And away at Portsmouth, I mean, we know what sort of atmosphere you have there when things are going well, and and we're expecting a massive atmosphere there, and we are worried about it. I can't lie. What will Leeds expect in terms of the atmosphere, the way they play at home? What sort of style should we expect?
Big press. Do you know what? It's a real difficult one to call, actually, because we got Plymouth Wednesday, and then over the last sort of 6 weeks, John's rested players when we've had home games coming up that he thinks we could win, and it has backfired. Whether he'll rest anyone Sunday,
I don't know.
I
think we may see a few changes to what we did against Luton.
I won't be surprised.
Obviously, just to keep them back, because obviously Plymouth is more of an important game than Leeds.
Well, Leeds is an important game. It's a big game. It's a massive game. But Plymouth is the one we can't afford to lose.
No.
So,
I understand that.
If we didn't have Plymouth Wednesday, I'd say we'd be on the front foot, really like chasing you down. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to play it Sunday. It's a difficult one to call because we know how good Leeds are. You can really. Minutes, unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, it's an hard one for us, mate, because we, as Leeds fans, we expect, but we've been burnt that many times over years. We can't relax. We don't. Obviously, you don't want to relax. You always want to keep going. And I'm a very confident Leeds fan. I back the boys. I do. I'm definitely not arrogant. I'm just really confident that we'll go up this year. But games like this are so nervy for us. I mean, we remember going away to QPR last season and losing 4-0, and we only won 3 of our last 11 games last season. But at that spell now, 11 games left, and a game like this away from home just looks really dodgy for us. But I do think what you just said then about playing Plymouth on Wednesday, it's a quick turnaround. That may aid us. You may have one eye on that potential, which is the same amount of points for both games, but you could. Yeah, that's the easier one, obviously. I would imagine.
We've got the players coming back as well, the attacking players. So I just feel he might rest attackers for Plymouth. I don't know. We don't know. But
it will be interesting, and I think we could all be shocked to see the lineup, because I reckon there will be a few that we haven't actually seen start before.
Yeah,
really.
We've got a lad from Liverpool. What's his name?
Cade Gordon.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if he started Sunday.
What positions he play?
Winger. I think.
Is he a winger?
Yeah. So
another one from the Liverpool talent pool who's probably a decent player.
He's only played 60 minutes for us so far.
Yeah, I think he got about 3 starts at Norwich and 2 off the bench. I'm in Norwich.
But he looked all right. He looked pretty decent out of Saturday.
Saturday,
yeah. Out of that terrible game we had Saturday. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he started instead of Richie, perhaps, or instead of Murphy. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But then Josh Murphy's been on fire last few weeks, so
I don't see why I would drop him.
No.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you what players should we worry about as Leeds fans. I mean, with Lang being out, I know Josh Murphy's a talent, very, very good player at this level. Is he the main man to watch if he plays, or is there anyone else?
Yeah. I think Josh Murphy probably the main one. Even Kasiniengi came on and he looked quite fiery against Luton. I think if you see my made damage, although he hasn't really hit form yet.
If he can pick up last year's form, you don't know what to expect with him, so you don't know what you're going to get. And he's a bit of
it's a talent.
Yeah, he could upset you, couldn't he? I mean, Colby Bishop, you know what he's going to bring players in play.
Yeah.
But Yengi could shock you. You know, you don't know what you're going to get with Yengi. He's, and when he's confident, he can be something else, can't he? But then we're playing Leeds are quite a really, they are, let's not take anything away, you're our top side. And we're top of the league for a reason, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, who worries you from a Leeds basis if you had to single out a couple of players or anyone in particular who's caught your eye from us this season?
Pirro, I'd say Joel Pirro.
Yeah,
he's been outstanding.
Yeah. Dan James, is it?
Dan James, yeah, we met
him, didn't we, in the hotel? Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we stayed up Friday night for the Leeds game, and
class.
I think your whole team might have been in there, weren't they, in Hilton?
Yeah.
And he was in the lift, and of course, I've been to the League. He was in the lift first.
No, he was at the bottom.
Was he?
Yeah, when we came in reception.
When we came out, and
Yengi was in the lift.
No, Lincoln. And so I said to him, "Oh, are you playing?" He's like, "Yeah," and then I just had to say, "I have no idea. I've been used to League Two and League One for 10 years. You know what I mean? 12 years."
Yeah. It was lovely.
Yeah, I don't think he could. I said I've predicted 3-3 tomorrow, and he just looked at me, and
Well, you predicted 3-3 that opening day.
It's the only one I've got right this season. Yeah, predicted.
What? Oh well, 3-3's a wild prediction to be fair, and it would a cracking game. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there when you look at our threats. I mean, Dan James, his pace is just pacey in football. It's just he's just a cheat code at this level. Didn't quite cut it really in the Prem. Come down at this level, and he's had 2 really good years as Dan James. And obviously,
season, he's really, as the season's gone on, he's grown into it.
He really has. I mean, our wingers are got 4 really good wingers there. You know, Solomon on left, who's a Tottenham player, playing really this level just to get his fitness up. Dan James on right. But then if they aren't cutting the mustard, you've got Nonto and Ramazani to come on, which is it's just really good depth, which is something we didn't have last year. We've got a really good bench, and obviously, you know, you just said there, Nolan Pirro, really good at this level. He only really needs 1 or 2 chances, and he tends to bury it. We've been used to having Bamford for the last 6 or 7 years, who needs 6, 7, 8 chances sometimes to get a goal. With Pirro, sometimes he's not in the game. It takes him a while to get into a game, but he's on that pitch and he only needs a sniff, and he does put it away. I think he's on 15 goals now. I think he's got 8 assists. He's joint top scorer in the league, and you should be playing for this Leeds United side. Whoever's up front, you should be at the top of the tree for scoring really, because we create so many chances. But it's credit to him that. I think you probably identified the main 2 threats there. I would say they're the 2 I sort of tip for a goal most games. But like looking at your side, even at home, you do concede, but you do score quite a lot. Looking at you score a lot of goals.
Yeah, I think Freddie Potts is back as well.
Yeah, Freddie Potts will be coming back as well, hopefully. He's been probably one of our key players we've needed this season, really. Loney from West Ham, been absolutely amazing.
Young lad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. What kind of formation style do you play? It's like a 4-2-3-1 standard, like. Or...
Yeah. Got the number 10 to be on Colby, and Colby seems to be up front with number 10, and the 2 wingers pressing on.
Yeah, I'd say a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Quite high intensity when you play at home, is it? Like, yeah.
Yeah, especially at home. Yeah, they do cover a lot of ground, don't they?
Yeah.
So I can't work out what style we'll play at weekend, because obviously away from home, you know, most sides will sit back and try and counter, whereas most games this season, whether it's home or away, we tend to dominate possession, and we'll sometimes see the home side actually play like the away side. Our last game, we were at home, and we actually played more like the away side. We got dominated in possession, which was a bit of a shock against West Brom. But it tends to be where we tend to have 60% at ball, whether we're at home or away. But West Brom really, they put frighteners on us a bit, getting that 1-1 draw at Ellen Road at weekend. And like I said, it was like a 50-50 game, and it was a bit strange to see us kind of sit back and try and counter when we're at home. I don't know if that was in preparation for some tough away games coming up. I don't know, but I think sitting back and trying to play counter-attacking football with our pace suits Leeds, but usually we have a lot of the ball. But I mean, what are your sort of possession stats at home? Do you tend to dominate the ball at home, or are you quite happy letting the opposition have the ball? And
I think it's a bit of both, really. I mean, we'll come out, just keep the ball, play it forward, backwards, anywhere. Or sometimes we'll just...
I'm trying to think back to the Burnley game. We let Burnley have a lot of the ball.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. You drew that 0-0, I think, didn't you?
Oh, it's really boring. Burnley were...
It's Burnley, mate. Barnley.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I don't think it'd be like that Sunday.
No, I reckon it'll be...
An open game, I'm expecting. End to end.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah. You said if we can get to 0-0 at half time, didn't you?
Yeah, what I've said, we can get to 0-0 at half time, because we do this quite a lot. 1-0, 0-0 at half time, come out in the second half. First 10 minutes, we just absolutely and we just come out. We did it against QPR. It was 0-0 at half time. We've just come out first 10 minutes, scored 2 goals in about 2 minutes. And then we've just dominated the game, didn't we? And I just think if we could do that Sunday, I could see a point.
Yeah, I don't think we dominated.
But just come out second half and just hit you with that 10-minute spell. I can see us getting a result.
Yeah, no. Yeah, 100%. I mean, like I say, a lot of Leeds fans are worried. I think Leeds will win, but a lot of Leeds fans are thinking it's going to be a draw, this one. So it's going to be a really interesting game. I remember, I don't know if you'll remember Nolan, I remember the Harry Redknapp sort of era in the Premier League and all these players, Benjani and Yakuba. Probably before your time, you've probably only known the doldrums of League 2 and League 1, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a great old sort of fashion stadium, the cauldron of atmosphere. I mean, what kind of attendances are you getting now? Is it booming, Fratton Park? Is it full capacity?
Pretty much. I mean,
is it
a few games where you've had a team like Preston come down? They obviously haven't sold the away end.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 or 200 tickets left, but that's about it.
What's the capacity?
About 21, isn't it?
21. Ah, sound. I like those old-fashioned stadiums as well. You know, you feel like you're close to pitch. You feel like you're on pitch, and I mean, you know full well Leeds are going to bring sold out allocation. It's going to be a great away end.
Yeah, I think it was just sold out in 5 minutes.
Yeah, we will have done. We do every game. Hence why I can't get an away ticket. It's an absolute nightmare for me to try to get to away games. But yeah, we sell out every stadium we go to, and
Leeds. Do you have supporters clubs get so many tickets and then the cap system, or?
Yeah, I think it's one of them where you've got to have been lucky enough to be going a while, and it sort of goes on that basis. You've got to have been to so many away games last season to qualify, and by the time it goes down to season ticket holders, they're all gone. They never go down to members, which I'm a member. I'm not a season ticket holder because even that's a 27,000 waiting list is the season ticket list. You've got to pay £11 every season just to stay on the list.
Yeah.
So even though we're upgrading the stadium and hopefully in a year or two, open it by like 15,000 seats, a lot of them are going to be hospitality. So even that 27,000 waiting list isn't going to shift down much. So it's really difficult. I get to every home game, but away games, honestly, the criteria just don't fall enough for even a member to get a ticket. So it's really hard, unfortunately. But yeah, this is the game I'd love to have gone to as well because it's that sort of stadium, that sort of feel.
Yeah, it will be loud Sunday. It will be, yeah.
Yeah,
but
hopefully entertaining game.
I must admit, I like the Kaiser Chiefs. I love it at the end of the game when you have
Yeah, well, obviously you've seen some clips on social media go around. I mean, I was at the Sunderland game, and it Leicester last season was similar when we came back and beat them. You'll have seen it then, and then Sunderland this season, it was absolutely crazy. But what I will say, it's been quite a nervy stadium. I mean, it is a great stadium, Ellen Road. I love it. I hope when we do expand it, it still keeps that feel what it is now. You know, you don't see many phones out. It's very, it feels old school, does Ellen Road still, but it's a very nervous stadium. I feel like when we're up a couple of goals, it can be a little bit quieter than what people would expect because we're sort of expecting to be there. We don't know how we feel. But when we go against a bit of adversity and we get that winning goal, like when that roof comes off at Ellen Road, you'll have it at your place, There's just nothing like it. It's just insanely good, and that Sunderland one of the rare moments this season we've had that sort of euphoric moment at Ellen Road, and there's no better feeling, is there, than being at home and
a last-minute winner.
There's no better feeling. But I say all the time on my channel, to obviously get those moments like that, you need to have had a poorish game. You can win 3-0, and it's, yeah, we won 3-0, brilliant. But to win it 2-1 at last minute means you maybe not played your best, but it's a sweeter moment. You remember them at end of season. Plus, the boys probably bounce into the next game probably a lot more happy, a lot more confident than they do maybe even winning 3-0, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's where we're sort of at now. You know, we've just beaten obviously Sheffield United and Sunderland, but then obviously halted by West Brom. But it's still, we've played what, 2nd, 4th, and 5th, and we've got 7 points. We're in really good form, to be fair. 17 games unbeaten, Leeds as well. So it's great. It's crazy form. I mean, it's 17 unbeaten. So
yeah.
It's the fact it's away against you guys. It's even though we're on 17 match unbeaten, but I think. Yeah, let's get into predictions anyway before I say what I think. What are your predictions, Nolan and Gary? What are you thinking?
Right, Dawson needs to go first.
Me go first. I'm going to say we're going to nick a 1-1.
Not wrong with that, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be a tough game. We might, like you say, the crowd might get us over the line. We're going to get a draw. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
I'm saying the exact same as opening day. I reckon a 3-3 again.
Really?
Oh wow! I hope it's an entertaining game. I hope we both go for it, because why not? Why not? You know, I don't want it to be a cagey affair. I don't think you guys are going to make it cagey. And Leeds don't. We've only done a couple of games of Leeds where we've sort of been happy to sit back and let the other team have the ball and maybe get a draw. I don't see it. I think we both need points, don't we? You know, you're still looking over your shoulder slightly. I don't know. I wouldn't be if I were. 8 points is a lot for. To be clear, some of those tribe teams at bottom, I think you're well worthy of that gap as well. But
how do you feel about Leeds? Obviously, Burnley won week. The gaps. There's 3 of them again. Are you nervous, or are you really?
Yeah, I'm a super confident fan. I always back the boys. Sometimes it's blind faith as well. Sometimes I'm just one of them. But
yeah.
I do think a lot of fans would say the tech second. I would love to go up as champions. Anybody would. I just don't think both of them are better than us. Do you know what I mean? I would assume we'd be definitely finish above one of them 2 sides. But I tell you what, for us to be on a 17-game unbeaten run and still only be 3 points ahead of Sheffield, it feels crazy. But also, you know, they've been on great form as well, and for Sheffield United not to be top on there, and then when you look at Burnley, they haven't lost since October. For them to be 3rd. Every side probably has a proportionate fan base going, how are we not further ahead, or how are we 3rd, or how are we 2nd? Because all 3 are just not going away. It is nervy. It is very nervy. Because we know if we finish 3rd, you may as well end the season there, because we won't go up in playoffs.
I know the playoffs, but Pompey have never won a playoff game.
Really? We hadn't until last year. Yeah, man, I didn't know that.
We played, I don't know how many. We've never won a playoff game.
So you'd not even got to Wembley because you'd never won semi? Wow.
No.
That's crazy. Yeah, some people are just destined for heartache, and we're Leeds fans, so we're used to it. We are used to it. Do you feel like, as a club now, before we end it, like, do you feel like you're on the up now? Do you feel like it's only up from here after quite a few poor years in turmoil? Do you feel like the only way is up?
I think it's better if you answer that. Really.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't go through the back times, luckily.
I've been there since the 70s, so obviously the 70s were grim, and then we had a little span in the 80s, obviously the 90s. But yeah, I do feel we're in the best position. I think as I look at the ground, it's the best I've been going. And probably the first lot of owners who are not taking money out of the club since I've been going. So yeah, I think we're in the best position.
Really, I'm going to ask any of your owners, how long have these owners been in charge? Has it been a while or fairly new?
The first
7, isn't it?
Yeah, about 6 or 7 years now.
7 years, I think.
All right, and you can see, obviously, you've seen an upturn in performance, haven't you, from, like, say, League 2, League 1, you're in Championship now.
They've done everything they said they're going to do, to be honest. You know, typical football fans, put your hand in your pocket, do this, do that. No, I think they've done everything they've said they're going to do. I don't think, you know, and I'm just happy they're back in the Championship, to be honest. Yeah. They're just, you know, from watching teams come to Fratton Park, sticking a great big centre half there and just lumping the ball and 10 men behind the ball, at least you're seeing some quality players from other teams and seeing good. Yeah. So.
Nah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, mate. I'll just touch on my prediction. I was torn between 2-1 and 3-1 Leeds, just because I think I put 3-1 down. I think it could be 2-1. I think we'll get a couple of goals. I think you'll definitely score. And I just think if you go for it, we might nick one on break because we tend to score early and score late Leeds. But I think 2-1 or 3-1 Leeds. But I think it's going to be a very entertaining game, and I could quite easily see it if we don't bury his chances, which sometimes we don't. I could quite easily see it being a 1-1 or a bad day at the office for us. But like I say, I back the boys. Me, I'm one of them. So yeah, I think probably 2-1. I'll go 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, I think so.
Hard one to predict, really, isn't it? Really hard going to predict.
It is. Thing is, as well, like you say, it's times in season, can determine how games go. Like we need every point now. Like there's no two ways about it. You're obviously you don't feel safe, so you need it too. We're gonna come up, against some sides where they're fighting relegation. On paper, you should win, but this time of season, it's so hard to call games. Like we saw it last year. We were vying for a place in Premier League and we go away to QPR and get beat 4-0 like against it. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, this division. Anyone could beat anyone on the day, can't the lads?
Yeah. So looking back, you're sort of similar to us. So you got Sheffield United, Sunderland, and then West Brom. So you'd have took 7 points when you'd have started.
100%.
You'd have thought, we'll get. And then to get the 7 points that way, it's a weird one, isn't it? You're sort of a bit more gutted.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Like you say, we got 2 last-ditched winners, and West Brom were the one we didn't think we'd drop points in, and that were the one we did. So it is what it is. But yeah, you'd definitely took 7 out of them. Any run of 3 games, you'd take 7 points, wouldn't you? So you just get greedy sometimes when you're on such a good run, and like you say, 2 back-to-back wins like that, you don't want to settle for a draw. But these things happen. You can't win every. That's what we say. You can't win every game, no matter what. And I was looking at the wage bills today. I think Leeds is 31 million per year. I think yours is 8. Sure, it's 8. The gulf in terms of the money is massive in between these two sides, but we are scratching around saying it could be a tight game, it could be an entertaining game. Sometimes that the atmosphere at Fratton Park could be a bit of a leveler in this one. It really could be, regardless of the money.
Yes.
Over the course of the season, it probably proves right, as you can see. But on a one-off game, rip it up. It don't really mean out in that one-off game sometimes. So hopefully it's as entertaining as the first one, but if we come out on the right side.
You watch Nolan's first video, the first game of the season, you can see the first 10 minutes, he's like, oh my God, he was you had about 4 chances. I think you hit the post, and oh my God, is this the championship? It was really, I think you swore, but we won't.
We'll put that in.
No, but it was the first 10 minutes, you could have been 3-up, couldn't you?
Yeah, we could. Yeah. But yeah, we're brilliant game. Hopefully this is something similar. But yeah, like I say, hopefully we get the 3 points. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there if that's all right, lads, unless you've got all to add.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great season starting after this game, starting Wednesday.
Likewise. Oh, you're ready.
Yeah. Good luck, lads. Thank you so much. Take care.
All right, thank you.
See you later, lads. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.